With Magic the Gathering and other trading card games getting more and more expensive every single day for fans like you and I, it's important to really pay attention to prices on the secondary market and figure out when we can snag some good deals and find some cheaper products to pick up, whether it be to hold for the long haul, play with our friends, or just crack for fun. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I have picked 4 Magic the Gathering products that I think are at a decent price when you consider the entire rest of the market as it sits today as of the recording of this video. I want to go over those with each and every one of you, why I think they're at a good price, and then I also want to talk about a couple honorable mentions. Now, the honorable mentions might get a little bit spicy, but that's what we're here for. All right, let's dive in. If you like content like this and discussions about Magic the Gathering and other trading card games, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, because that's what we do here. We sit in our basement, we talk about the trading card games we love, and we try to make our dollar go further. As you can see, I'm not a store. I'm just a guy talking about games that he really enjoys. So big shout out to everyone who subscribes, and huge shout out to the channel members that make all of this possible. And we're going to bookend today's suggestions and thoughts with 2 honorable mentions. And the first one is an honorable mention because, well, it's not technically released yet. I want to talk about the Avatar Jumpstart Booster. This thing, I think, is going to be a great way to play Avatar. I've said it in other videos, I'll say it again. This is a good value for sleeving these up, having an inbox game night style set of decks that you can smash up together and play Magic with your friends. This is a good value. This is going to stick around for the long haul. I still have my original Jumpstart that I opened all sleeved up and ready to go at a moment's notice. I think this could be really cool for an Avatar fan, a Magic the Gathering and Avatar fan, or someone looking to get their Avatar friends into the game. Honorable mention, Avatar Jumpstart Booster. Not for the value of the cards in the product or the scalpers, but for sitting down and playing Magic and having some fun. But on to the real list. Here we go. We're going to start with something spicy, and I am here to give you the truth. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, the fact is, Aetherdrift play boosters are a bit ridiculous right now. For $78 before shipping, looking closer to like $82, $92 after shipping. Remember, these are play booster packs. These are play boosters, not the old draft boosters. This product seems too cheap. This is insane. Not only can you sit down, crack packs, have a game night, draft, sealed, whatever it might be, but it's important to remember that there is an almost $6 uncommon in this set. Yes, the rares and mythics don't have the massive hitter. There's a serialized card that you can get out of collector boosters, but collector boosters aren't on this list because Magic is the most played trading card game in the known universe. For that reason, the play boosters for Aetherdrift offer an opportunity to sit down with your friends, play Magic, and still potentially open some value. Remember, there's also little unsung hero, a $1 uncommon with the pirate shark right next to stock up. So some valuable uncommons in this set to try to claw back the money you spend combined with the fun Aetherdrift play boosters. I know nobody likes the set. It's terrible. It's the worst set ever. Well, when play boosters are $150 to $160 plus every other month right now, it's nice to, for under $100, get your hands on play boosters and play Magic. And by the way, this won't be the last play Magic experience or cracking packs experience that we talk about from an affordability standpoint. But we have to get a little baller and talk about the Tarkir Dragonstorm Collector Booster Box. Now remember, when these things came out, we were a little bit pre-super. We were definitely pre-super hype, but we're still in a hype phase, hype cycle for trading card games. And these things were prohibitively expensive on release, but as we see over time, they've come off those highs of around $400 into the mid 360s or the mid 300s, now down to the low 300s. And this is important because in an ecosystem where it's hard to find collector boosters with anything cool inside for under $400, this box offers that. If you are into collector boosters, cracking collector packs, and having a chance at a lottery ticket for a serialized card or something wild, then this play booster box could be for you. I think Tarkir Dragonstorm was a wildly undervalued set. I think there's a ton of fun to be had cracking these packs, and it's rare to see a collector box under $400. This one comes in at the number 2 slot. But at the number 3 slot, you know we had to go back to some pack cracking fun. And while these are not play boosters, they're not draft boosters, the cards inside can still be used in a limited fashion to sit down and play Magic. That's right. I know set boosters are not made for draft. I know they're not made for limited. Guess what? You buy a set booster box, you can crack it, play with your friends, get the access to all the extra mythics and rares, etc., and have a ton of fun. And Phyrexia All Will Be One was an iconic Magic the Gathering set. It was so much fun. There were so many cool cards in the product. These set booster boxes feel like a great value, spending under $120 to pick one up and then have, some fun however you may see fit. Now, I know some of you are going to think, why would I buy a Phyrexia LB1 set booster box? Well, let me jog your memory about some of the cards in this set. That's right. There are tons of playables in this set across a parade of various formats. Commander, Modern, Pioneer, however you want to play the game, you're almost guaranteed to open something that you're going to play somewhere and you can have some fun doing it. And I know, I can see each and every one of you right now. Why would I do that? Why would I crack these packs? I'm just going to buy singles. And yeah, we've said it before and we'll say it again. If you want your money to go the farthest, you want to get the most bang for your buck, the way to do it is to buy singles. But there is value in the fun of cracking packs, playing limited, etc. And for that reason, I don't want to undervalue the idea that you could get into a set booster box of Phyrexia All Will Be One, crack it open, and have a blast doing so. Is someone going to open the Aetherdrift? If not, is it a massive miss? Are you going to have a little game with your friends, with your buddies? Whatever it might be, I think this set is a cool opportunity to get an affordable Magic the Gathering product with a ton of iconic and fun cards. And speaking about iconic Magic the Gathering products, it is time to get into the number 4 slot with one last honorable mention. And before we do that, again, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me. Thank you so much. Now, for the last product, boom, it is the Final Fantasy Play Booster Box. This thing coming down to a normal price point is a huge win. It's a huge win for fans. And yeah, I know, I'm so mad that I have to say this every single time. I wish Magic the Gathering play boxes were cheaper, but they're not, so we're going to talk about the prices as they have been because we live in the real world, and that is what we must do here at this channel. And if we take a look at the price history, we can just see it in the graph. This thing has come off insane highs. Wizards of the Coast has reprinted this product, and as they should. This product should be available to players, to fans, as it is the premier product for playing Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy. For that reason, I think it's a cool time to buy this box. We have kind of emotionally moved on. We're looking to the future, to Avatar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heck, old Magic the Gathering fans like me cannot wait for Lorwyn Eclipsed, etc. It might be time to pick some of this up. I am going to look at adding a case of Final Fantasy Play Boosters just to keep on my shelf for a rainy day when my friends are over. Maybe we'll play a little Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy. But I promised you that one wouldn't be the last one, as we have one more honorable mention. Now, this honorable mention is something that I'm kind of getting into. As those who have been around me for a long time know, I collect trading card games and sealed trading card game products because I just like to. I could never afford them when I was younger, and now that I'm an adult and I have a little bit of extra income, it's nice to, over time, accumulate this collection. It makes me happy, it brings me much joy, and it's versatile. I can crack it at any time and open my boxes for fun. I can play Magic with my friends, etc. For that reason, I have never really looked at TCGs as a value add. I don't really care about the value of the products on the shelf outside of like how I organize them, but I do wonder what that would be like. And I am debating taking a look at a TCG down below, possibly starting to buy in and seeing if I can soak a little value, make my dollar go a little bit further, etc. on one of the TCGs behind me. I won't mention which one it is yet. I've got, some research to do still, but it's an idea that's crossed my mind over time. And for that reason, I wanted to add kind of a high value product that I think could do well over the long haul to the end of this video. And it's intentionally an unpopular product. It's intentionally a highly limited product. It's intentionally something that most people look at and go, ew, because I think over time, the limited nature of this product, the iconic set that it comes from, and everything in between is going to do wonders for its value. So without further ado, I want to talk about the Final Fantasy Commander Deck Display Collector edition. Now, if you've seen my stand-up set before, I have a set of Warhammer 40k commander decks. Big shout out to George, fellow podcast member on the May the Zoo Be With You podcast, for sending those over as a gift one day, actually. So a long time ago. Thank you so much, George. Big shout out. But those are something that have aged better than I could have ever imagined. And the notion that the iconic characters, the crazy treatments, and the pull of Final Fantasy is going to go away doesn't sit well with me. Yes, I think these products coming out when they were going for almost $1,300 was too much. But it does feel like, over time, they have collapsed and lost a ton of value. Heck, they are not much more expensive than stores had to pay for them at the time of their release. And we see a good number of products available with a decent average daily sold of 4 over the past year. Obviously, it's going to go less as time goes on, but still, those numbers aren't bad. For this reason, I really believe that there might be some opportunity there if you're willing to buy those and sit on them, lock up that cash for the long haul, and see 3, 4, maybe even 5 years from now what that looks like. And yeah, there might be other assets that are better, that have better returns, but I like trading card games, and that one's off the beaten path and no one's talking about it, no one's looking at it, and I think it would be fun to see over time if there's opportunity there. So it comes in as another honorable mention. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you like this list, if you hated this list, it intentionally included no commander decks because every once in a while I like to go through and find some good value commander decks to crack for singles. Make sure you're subscribed for content like that. Make sure you like the video and all the fun stuff. Big shout out to the channel members, and until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh, and well, I'll see you around. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.